Hello, this is a quick video to show you how to use this program Teoria to do a particular thing. It does a lot of things. It has a lot of theory lessons, it has a lot of theory drills, but this video is about how to train your ear to hear simple triadic progressions, diatonic triadic progressions. So you can get there. This is the home page. You can get there by either hitting this link here or by clicking on the exercises tab up here. And then you get the ear training menu. And because we're doing chords, we would go under chords, and then we go down to, these are just individual triads, so just recognizing the quality of major, minor, and so on. But for chord progressions, you come down to harmonic progressions. There's more advanced ones here, but we're just choosing this one for now. And then what you do is you kind of program it. You tell it what you want it to focus on. So today, if you were starting really basic, you might want to just start on only 1, 4, 5 triads only. But today we're going to program all the triads, which means all the diatonic triads. And then we're choosing root position because that's the easiest way to hear them, because you can hear the roots, and that will help you, recognize the chord just from the root motion. And then these are the keys that you would use, or that you would choose. So if you were trying to be, really simple, you could just do it all in one key, just C or something. You would just deselect everything else. Or say you were doing just C, all white notes, you'd do C major and A minor, if that's, if you want to start really simply. For this example, I think I will do, I will choose some of the more keys up to like 3 sharps and 3 flats. So let's see, we have key of C minor, the key of E minor, key of F sharp minor, and B minor. It doesn't really matter. I could choose them all, but just to kind of give you a sense of how you can customize it. And whatever key it chooses at random, it will then test you on all the triads in that key, but they'll always be in root position. Here you can ask it to show you the key so you don't have to figure it out separately. And then this is choosing to do chord symbols. If you deselect that, you will provide your answers via Roman numerals, but we're going to do it by chord symbols today. This is the speed at which the progression is played. That's not a big deal because you can also isolate it, pick out the individual chords one by one. I'll show you that in a minute. So once you've got your settings done, over here you can decide how long you want it to happen for until it stops, how many times, how many exercises will be played, or how many minutes it will go on for. But you can stop it at any time. So you say okay. And now it gives you the chord. So it gives that was the reference chord, that was the 1 chord, and you can play that again by clicking that, and when you click this, it will play the whole progression. Okay, so there's your reference. Then I'll play the whole thing again. And then what you can do is, if you, depending on your skill level, if you can just hear them going by, you can just be writing down the chords as you hear them, or you can slow down the tempo and try to do that. But if you're not able to do that yet, then what you can do is you can go chord to chord. So the first thing you do is, so you can just tell by listening to the bass that's the 1 chord. It doesn't always begin on the 1 chord, right? It might give you this reference, and it might begin on some other chord, but you've got to obviously figure out what the first chord of the progression is. In this case, it's the 1 chord. And then you go to the next chord, and you listen to the bass motion. Dun, dun. So it's good to be able to sing the bass motion. And if you can't recognize it right away, then you can figure out the interval. Dun, 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 da, da, up a minor third. You can hear that's a minor chord. That's a major chord, so now you know that this is the one minor. Oh, by the way, it's told you what key you're in down here, B minor. So we know that this is a B minor, and there it goes up a minor third, so it must be D major. So anyway, you can put in the answer here. You click on that, and you say B minor. So you go to B, and then you choose minor, and then that's your answer. And if it's correct, it just accepts it, and it just goes on to the next thing, right? But if it's incorrect, it will say here, try again. So I'm going to say, I figured out that that was D major. Now, major is communicated just by the capital letter, so that means major. You don't have to put anything extra to delineate major. So you say okay. And again, if it had been incorrect, it would have said try again or something like that. Okay, let's listen to the next chord. So now, do you see if you can sing that bass motion? Bass motion. And you try to determine what that note is, right? And you just go on like that until you get all the chords. You can go chord by chord like that. So now I'm going to skip to the end of the video. Okay, so I want to point out one more thing. If your answer is like, in this case, we're going to the 5. I'm hearing this as 5. Here's our 1. So it's 5, but that's F sharp. So I have to not click on F, but F, the sharp above the F. And in the minor key, it will often play a major chord as the 5th, even though that's not diatonic to natural minor, just FYI. So you get you have to be aware that there could be a major 5 chord in the minor keys. Okay, when you're done, you have the option to carry on. Remember, if you had gotten something wrong, it would have refused your answer and said try again. So you know by the time you get to the end and it says an exercise that this is entirely correct. You can carry on, you can do a new exercise, or you can just say end exercise and view your score, and this will give you a summation of what you did, during your session. And that's it.